Next up, it's a case of sliding all of this unit in one, hopefully, and locating the selector. Right, I think we're in. Not happy about the selector being in or not. Right, there we go. It wasn't pretty, but it's in. I had to take it back out and I've oiled it back up because the selector wasn't moving that well. There was a bit of sealant in the hole where it located, so took it back out, got a bit of sealant out, oiled it up with EP90. Right, somehow we have to slide this thing on. Alright. Alright, that's gone on with a bit of tapping. Now, next up, these things, and lots of them. And again, these are thread lock and 25 Newton meters. Alright, just want to get these tightened up a little bit. First order of the day, and it's just to knock this back a little bit with a file. It's like it's nothing I've done, honest. It's just like a bit of an upstand on the casing. It's just to knock it back a bit. That's better. That's better. Don't think it was in the way, it's just annoying. Don't even know how we got there. Alright. So that's pretty good. Let's get the flange on, I think, next. And we need the seal on as well. So seal on first, and then we'll drop the flange on. The seal has to be knocked right back this time. I made the mistake of not knocking it deep enough last time. New seal needs to be lubricated a little bit. Nah. Get him in. Oh. Right, I've got a suitable drift ready. Make sure it's clean, we'll drift him in. Alright, I think that needs to go a bit further. Alright, so we'll go with that. And the drift's stuck in slightly. I'll have to get some more grips on to pull that out. That's what I did on the last one. Not a problem. Wasn't pretty, but it worked. Right. Next up, flange it on. All the bolts are in. Got a bit of copper slip on all of that. Check the threads a bit. Let's knock him on. He needs to go on further than that. Right. Next up, new felt washer. The original thick washer. And finally, I'm using the nylock nut that came off. I'm happy with mine, so it says you should renew them, but mine looks pretty good. Alright, it's a case of torquing this thing up again, which I'm going to have to do on the floor because you can't do it on the bench, it just turns it over. So let me get some nuts on here to protect the threads, and then I'll get it torqued up. 162 Newton meters torquing this thing up. Here we go. Next up, input gear in and get the cover on. These need to be Loctited in and also torqued up to 25 Newton meters again, which everything seems to be on this casing. So somehow I have to jiggle this in and then get the two covers on. Should be interesting. It's so heavy, this, and unwieldy that you can't really, to poor shape as well, and you can't get it where you want to put it. So ideally I'd have it tipped over, but I'm going to have to somehow slide this thing in and just make sure it goes in the right way again, with the cogged end going towards the back as you're looking at it. So somehow it needs to go in there, and then we need the gasket sealant on, we need Loctite. Oh, it's all going on. No idea where to put the sealant on this. Just gonna have to. Oh. It's like a hollowed out bit, so I'm not sure if just to go with the outer edge or the inner. I think I'll double up and do both. On this one, I'll sort of seal a bit of sealant there. That's some kind of oil hole, is it? What's that for? Don't know. We test fit that. That needs to let the oil in. So no sealant there. Right. I think I've got a plan. I'll never get any awards for icing, that's for sure. Alright, let's get the first one on and see what that looks like, and then we'll line up the second one somehow. I'll get him ready. Ooh, is that in? Yeah. Oh, this is fiddly. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. It's not quite knocked on. I want to get the next cover on. Again, similar sort of thing. have a test fit on there. Hopefully. Let's go with that. And right, that's just to hold it, that one. Right, so what a faff on that's been. Just do a trowel fit, dry trowel fit, and match these things up. Don't do what I did. I assumed it was all symmetrical. I assumed incorrect. Oh, what a mess. And it doesn't fit. What size is that? 14mm. Ah, even that doesn't fit. Does it fit on there? No. No. Yeah. 13. Let's try him. Right. If ever there's a way not to put sealant and Loctite on, I've just shown it. Dear God. .25 Newton meters, that's set 25. That's not good. Right, finally. That was a lot harder than it should have been. Right, this thing needs to go on. This is some kind of bracket for, not sure what, probably electrical. You used to have a plastic peg on there, but it goes on this tab here. I think it bends that way up, but I'm going to treat this a little bit with some Vactan. I think it's a bit nasty. So that needs to go on there, washer, and then a nut.